Ladies and gentlemen, Nana Addo Akufo-Addo's government has been in office for 100 days now. Well, we did not make any promises for 100 days. We made promises for what we wanted to deliver to Ghana during our term in office. Notwithstanding that, however, the government, under the leadership of what I can say is our workaholic president, because he works us all so hard, and he's working so hard, he's put us all to work. And we've been at work for the last 100 days. So even though we've not made any 100-day promises, I am here to say that we can point to some significant achievements in these last 100 days. Specifically, I'm going to mention 103 achievements of this government in this last 100 days. We inherited a difficult economic situation. You had a situation where the fiscal or the finances of government was in very bad shape. But we had made promises to the people of Ghana. We're going to reduce taxes. We're going to restore teacher training allowances. We're going to restore nursing training allowances, bringing one district, one factory, one village, one dam. We had $1 million for each constituency. And at the same time, we said that we were going to bring down the fiscal deficit and increase government revenue. Well, many people thought this was an impossible task. A lot of economists wondered, how are you going to do all these things? But this was the background against which we went into the budget discussions for 2017. And thankfully, by the grace of God, we have been able to accomplish what many people thought was impossible. The budget saw Ghana moving away, as we had said we would, from an economy that was focused primarily on tax, to an economy that was going to be focused on production. So we wanted to give incentives to the private sector to bring down, to bring down the tax rates in the country and encourage more production. And so the first thing in terms of the taxes, we abolished a lot of taxes. We abolished the excise duty on petroleum, abolished the levies imposed on Kaya by local authorities, abolished levies imposed on religious institutions by local authorities, abolished the 1% special import levy, abolished the 17.5% VAT on domestic airline tickets, abolished the 17.5% VAT on air financial services, abolished the 17.5% VAT on selected important medicines that were not produced locally, abolished the 5% VAT on real estate sales, and we've initiated the process to abolish import duty on spare parts, which will be done when the Parliament returns. We've reduced the National Electrification Scheme levy from 5% to 3%, reduced the public lighting levy from 5% to 2%, reduced the special petroleum tax rate from 17.5% to 15%. We have replaced the 17.5% VAT flat rate on small traders with a flat rate of 3%. And we've granted capital gains tax exemption on stocks traded on the Ghana Stock Exchange or publicly held securities approved by the Securities and Exchange Commission. So these were major tax changes, and they are indeed achievements of this government. In addition, the 2017 budget returned Ghana back onto the path of fiscal consolidation with a budget deficit target of 6.5%. We ended 2016 with a budget deficit close to 9%, and we are going to bring it down this year to 6.5%. Government also created a lot of fiscal space by capping earmarked funds to 25% of government revenue and realigning expenditures to government priorities. This capping of the earmark funds is a remarkable reform. Many governments, especially if you look at the 2010 budget, 2011 budget, 2013 budget, 2015 budget, all these budgets attempted to do this and expressed the intention to do this, but never did it. But under Nana Akufo-Addo, we did it in the first budget, and it created some space for us because we were heading into a ditch. You take wages, you take interest payments, and you take statutory payments, and they exceeded all of your revenue. So you could not manage the economy, and we needed to create the space to manage the economy